I'm currently watching this car for my friend for a few months, and I wanted to surprise him with a little interior refresh. So in the meantime, while I'm working on a few things, I wanted to pause and show you guys some of Coverado's latest and greatest new seat covers and show what they look like, the install, and some little details about them. So stay tuned for more. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of LJ's Garage. Today, we've got another review of the Coverado seat covers, and this time we're putting them on a Honda Cross Tour. So if you're on the market for one of these, I've got these on my Grand Cherokee, and now I'm gonna have another set. But I reached out to Coverado and I said, hey, I've got this car available, and they said they have new seat covers, and I said, yeah, I'd be willing to try them out. All right, so I'm gonna use this area right here, hopefully. That's good coverage, so you guys can kind of see some of this. I really like their stuff, and the cool thing is if you have heated and cooled seats, then those work great for this as well. So initial thoughts, great material, feels really nice. Oh, blasting outlet for the airbag, so that's pretty cool. I didn't even notice this on the last one, but they have a little tag here that says this is the blasting outlet. So I'm assuming if the airbags deploy or something that these go off. I don't know. But I've got a full set in here, front seats and the back. Ugh. So one of the things I hope that this time around, maybe on the Honda Cross Tour, this fits a little bit better. These headrests, because these are universal seat covers, sometimes the headrests fit a little goofy. So got headrests right here, check. And then in here we have, looks like the bottoms to the front seats. See how well these strap on. Strap on. Oh god. Alright. Got a lot of stuff in here. And then the back seats. And the back seats are kind of more generic. That's just covers to keep everything in place. I'm just kind of throwing everything. And then the awkward middle seat. You guys can kind of see that, like so. But yeah, there's not really much to talk about. Just a lot of things to get into. You got your clips to make install nice and easy. And they've got these little hooks. And of course they have plenty of websites on their videos. Of course they've got plenty of videos on their website, but I've also got a video on how to install these. And if you do believe in different learning styles, they do provide you a little handwritten, okay, it's not handwritten, but they give you a little instructional right now, and it makes it pretty easy to follow. So I'm gonna just lay everything out where it belongs and where it goes, and we're just gonna jump right into it. So they got hooks and chucks. 6 chucks, 4 hooks. Okay. Sweet, pretty easy. I've read this whole thing in that short time, believe it or not. If you don't believe it, I'm gonna prove it, because I'm gonna do this in like 15 minutes. The whole thing. I'm just gonna knock it out. I'm kind of cheating because I've done this before. This is my second time with Coverado. So we're gonna start with the front passenger seat, as I said before. One thing I'm gonna do right now is just go ahead and remove the headrest. If you don't know how to do that, there's a little release, pull up, they slide right out. So that's done. Look at that, we're already moving along. Now, it's got these buttons at the top. We're just gonna open these up. And then, but then at the bottom of this one, see right here, this is where the chucks go. So you're just gonna take this, loop it through, and it looks like that. And you just wanna put the chucks in on both sides. Well, all 3 sides. Alright, so now I move the camera a little bit closer. You just got your chucks installed like that. And your hooks go on really easy too. This doesn't take too much. But for the hooks, you just slide this thing in, and slide this other part in, and just like that, your hook is in. Easy, right? So let me go ahead and shimmy this on. So you only need chucks on this front part, and then those are gonna slide in between the crack. So let me go ahead and slide this on over. My buddy had asked me to surprise him with the seat cover choices, But I felt like keeping it simple and traditional is the best bet. Because I really like the tan in these. I think they look good. Alright, so now that that's on, all you would do is you button these guys up at the top. But before we do that, I'm going to go move you guys to around that side, and I'm going to show you what we're doing. But on the front side, all you're doing is you're taking your chucks and you're pushing them under the seat, between the cracks. I'll continue to shimmy this down. Since these are universal seat covers, again, nice material and all of those things, you do get a little bit of quirky fitment. I will be honest with you guys on that part. But this, I mean, it holds the shape well, and once everything is put together and snugged up a little bit, I think this will fit nicely. I do wish these buttons weren't so high, because there's about this much room. There's about this much room to where everything kind of flushes up together. But front side, we're going to push those hooks through the bottom, all three of them, and then we work our way to the back end. Ignore some of these things. But essentially, we're just going to come over here, and you're just going to grab these hooks, which should have made their way through. So you've got hook here, or chucks. So once you grab these chucks, you're going to find these guys right here, and you're going to just loop them into that. And I'll show you what it looks like when this is done. So, and just like that, top half is done. So now we're going to do the headrest, and that's really simple. So for the headrest, all you do is you take your headrest, slide it in there, and then once that's on, I'll show you how to seal it up. Alright, so now I got the headrest on. You guys can see, got a little bit of a crease there, but that'll work out once this gets out of its box for long enough. Well, it's out of its box now. But I got it attached, pushed this down to its lowest. It's got a little slant to it, but this is what everything is looking like. It's coming together nicely. And now it's time to do this bottom. Alright, so this is the bottom piece, and it's just got these two hooks that loop around and strap at the back, and then this is where you put the hooks for this front part, and these just slide right into those loops, and they clip on under the seat. I'll show you. All you do is just find a little piece of metal, click that on, and you're good. Just to give you guys a little bit more detail, you would unstrap this, so unhook like so. There you go. And then this part goes in through there, and then it loops around this thing, so it hugs this little piece right here and clamps in the back. And I'll show you guys that again. Alright, so this is what it looks like. It just clamps onto the back of here. I probably could have done this around the seatbelt thing, or in between this little seatbelt area, but it does the same thing on both sides. Clips right there, clips right there. Let's go to the front. You can already tell that it's starting to really conform really well now that it's got some tension on it. And these are very breathable, comfortable, nice. And then these are the front hooks, and we're just going to reach under there, and there's usually a little metal bar that runs under there, so you just kind of have to look under there a little bit and find it, like I found that Skittle. So my hands weren't small enough to reach under there, but what I did was, if you twist this and twist it and twist it and twist it, you can do what I did here and just make this shorter and just hook it to the plastic piece and make sure there's enough tension on it, and that'll hold this front piece down. I got one seat done. I'll give you guys a quick little pan. Ooh, ah. But looking good. Looking good. This is what it looks like from the full perspective. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other side, and then we'll talk about the back seats shortly. So I've got the front seats both done. Take a look. Pretty nice detail. So I mean, the original seats are in good condition, and these will make sure that they last very long. Material is nice and breathable, so don't worry. This has heated seats. You can feel them just fine. And now it's time to work on the rear seats. So just like last time, the rear seats always throw me off because there's 3 different methods to use in order to get the rear seats on. And now I've got to figure out where things go and which pieces go where. But they're all in here. Just got to figure out which method. So there's a couple different methods to put these on. One of them is to just fold this over the headrest and then hook these on. So that's one method. The other one is there's a zipper right here. So you unzip, put it over that, lock it in place, good as that. And then there's the third method, which I don't remember. You guys can see I did the zipper method, put those in, put this on, And then I'm going to throw this over and get it in place. Then you would put your chucks right here and tuck that through. And then for the back of the seats, you have a couple options. I just did it this way, bungee around there, and then I'm going to just wrap these crossover. One goes on that side, the other one comes around this side, and maybe you could tie them to make a nicer snug seal on those. So all I did for this middle piece is I took that big square component and it just tucks in right under here, velcros, and then that sits nice and flush right there. So I want to show you guys the best way to put the rear seats in, but I honestly, after reading the instructions, says that you can use any combination of methods. Quick thing on these Hondas, these front seats do lift up in the front. You see that little spot right there, there's just a release right there. You pull this way and then it pops the seats up. And you could either remove the seats all the way if you wanted to get these on nice and snug. Another method that you could use is just tuck these into the back here where the seat belts go, clip them on at the back, and then use some more of those chucks, stick this down in here, stick that front down in there, and then you got it locked in. So a couple different ways you could do it. I'm going to try the chuck method. So I went back here, put the seat down, clipped it from behind. Let's put this seat back up. So then all I got to do is put these chucks back through for the top part. Let's just go straight here. Throw that in there. And then that's that. That's that. And what I did, I lifted the seat up and I basically just hooked it into the chuck, twisted it under, and used that latch up front to hold it in place. So again, combination of the methods, and I wish I could explain that better, but you guys will have to figure out what works for your seats. I'm gonna put a clip, but this is what it looks like. I basically did that underneath the seats, and they have a really good clip on their YouTube channel. I'm gonna put in right here. Did a better job tucking this side than I did that side. So it's got a little bit of fabric looseness going on over there, so I'll have to go back and fix that side a little bit. So let me go ahead and secure these headrests. I'm actually not going to use that middle headrest because I don't really like the piece that this one has. So this guy goes on there for that headrest. I don't really like it. I don't really think it's necessary, so I'm skipping that step. Alright, rear seats done, minus that headrest. We're going to skip that for now. Let me go on the other side so you guys can see with better lighting. I did live though, it did not take me 15 minutes. This took about 45 minutes. A little bit was just kind of looking at YouTube videos on their channel and learning to make sure that I'm doing that rear seat the right way. But I really like this. They did a better job with this rendition, and they've improved the rear seat fitment a lot compared to the other version that I had. So I really do like this, and hopefully you guys appreciate this in-depth talking about an install. I forgot to mention it's got, you know, the little rear map holders and a bunch of stuff, and these don't slide around too much. They hold on pretty good, and of course I could definitely snug this down a whole lot more. So once you do yours and figure it out, you'll find the right system. Alright, that's it for the interior. Here's a quick little final glance at everything. Back seats, done. Special shout out to Coverado and all that good stuff. Let's look at the front seats. Well, maybe not. I can't really open this right now, but you guys got it. Oh, there you go. Boom, boom. I wish there was a way to make the back seats universal and easy, but unfortunately I think that's just kind of the best bet, is these different methods that work for everything. Universal. Now, I'm not a leather expert or anything like that, but this quality feels great. And if you need something to cover up the seat covers, look at what this looked like before and after. I think for the price that these come in at, they give the competition a run for their money. So please check out the site, show these guys some love. You know, and I appreciate them helping out to make this Honda Cross Tour look just that much nicer. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.